like to explain about what are the technologies that are used for the data mining. So this is one of the important concepts in data mining. So I would explain this one. So we know that the data mining is not a unique or a single technology or monotechnology. It is an integrated technology. That means the data mining can use several technologies such as statistics, database systems, data warehouses, information retrieval technology, and high performance computing and algorithms, design and analysis of algorithms, data visualization, data presentation and visualization, pattern recognition, machine learning, and so on, and several applications. The data mining will use several application technologies to perform the mining. So, we can here we discuss the basic technologies which are used for the data mining. The first one is the statistics. The statistics is really the basic part and base part, and which has a strong relation with the data mining. So we can unable to imagine data mining without the technique or without statistics. Why we are using the statistics? What actually the statistics will do? The statistics will collect, analyze, interpret, explain, and present the data. So, what are actually statistics do? The statistics collect, analyze, interpret, explain, and present the data. So, I say that the data mining has an inherent coherent or inherent connection with the statistics model, right? So that statistics models are widely used for the to model the data in the data mining system. And so I am write this here. The statistic models are widely used to model the data. So in data mining, there are several techniques such as association, classification, clustering, and several issues to perform the any kind of the operation, such as maybe the association or maybe the characterization, maybe the clustering. We use the statistical models on the target class. That means target class means what kind of the data we are going to be achieved after the performing the operation. Training class means sample data. Target class means our object or our result. So the data mining task can be built on the top of the statistic model. So at the first itself, I say that the statistics is a very basic one. It can collect, analyze, interpret, and explain and present the data. The next important technology which we are used in data mining is the machine learning. What do you mean by the machine learning? By the existing data, by considering existing data, or let us consider this is the data, or these are the some rules. Depending upon this data, by considering this data, the how the machine will behave or how the machine will operate or how the machine will perform is simply known as the machine learning, right? So without giving, we are not going to be guide the machine manually. Only certain data is there. Depending upon the data, the machine will act, the machine will take the decisions, or the machine will perform certain. Suppose I will say simple one thing, but it is not true. Exactly not, maybe not a correct example. Suppose no one in the room actually, so the lights or fans are totally switched off automatically. Or suppose when we enter into a particular room, the doors are open automatically. Or when we exit from the room, the doors are closed automatically. Suppose some of the members will enter into a seminar hall. One machine will count how many members within this a particular seminar hall automatically. Or in this pandemic situation, the machines will collect their temperature, body temperature, and some other biological information may also. So these are the some of the examples for the machine learning. So certain data is there, that means certain data objects are there. It will automatically collect based on some inferences. So this is the one of the main and fast growing research area, especially in technology. So here I am going to write, it is automatically learn to recognize the complex patterns, make the intelligent decisions based on the data. That means suppose some of the people are enter whose temperature is greater than normal temperature, we are going to be identify, right, like that. So the machine learning is simply classified into three categories. One is supervised learning, another one is unsupervised learning, and another one is semi supervised learning. So what do you mean by the supervised learning? The supervised learning means the data is classified by using the labels. That means we can understand labeled data or unlabeled data here clearly. That means we can certainly know that the clear cut idea, or we certainly know that the characteristics, inhibit characteristics or internal characteristics of the data. Here I am going to write very simple example, the difference between the cats and dogs. So, so the dog has, cats are both has the four legs. The dogs are come in small, large size. Cats are only other hand always small. Dogs have long mouth and cats are small mouth. Dogs bark and cats meow. And different dogs has a different ears and cats almost same kind of the ears, like that. Okay, I will take the one example. That means we certainly know that the characteristics of the cats and dogs. So suppose simply how we are going to be characterize the human beings or humans. Simply I say that the humans are simply classified into two categories. One is the men and another one is the women. How we are going to be categorized? So the men, the humans who has the XY genomes, they are called as the men. The people who has the only XX genome, we are going to be called as a woman. That means we certainly know the internal characteristic or the basic characteristics of the data. That means these are known as the class labels. So depending upon the class labels, we are going to apply something and we are going to be getting certain knowledge. We call it as a supervised learning. What do you mean by the unsupervised learning? Certain data is given, certain data is given, but we don't know about that data. We are unable to predict. Suppose we go to the one restaurant and there is some new item is there. We don't know that is actually a vegetarian or non-vegetarian or some bakery type items or something else. Actually, we saw only one name on the catalog, just right. So that is the unsupervised learning. After we are eating only, we are eating only. Depending upon the taste or depending upon our feelings, we are going to be say that this is the vegetarian item or this is the non-vegetarian item or this is a sweet or this is the actually hot item or something else, we are going to be say that. So that is known as the unsupervised learning. So here I am going to write, it is easily synonym for clustering. Learning process is unsupervised since the input examples are not has a class labels. That means here some group of data is there. Suppose I am going to be say that 1 x and b 2 3 plus 4 j and 12.34 and something actually. So I don't know anything else. Suppose we are educated, we know that some of the characteristics and some of the integers and someone is a complex number and someone is a floating point number. Suppose we are going to be given the same data, an a LKG student or or a first class student, they don't know anything else. What are these? All these are certain symbols. That's all. So, for example, here I am write one more example. Unsupervised learning algorithm is given input data set containing images of different types and cats and dogs. So, because here I am going to be consider the cats and dogs. Here also one more example, certain numbers and certain symbols. Everything is considered as the symbol. Based on the symbols, we are going to be categorized. The algorithm trained or never trained, that means the algorithm should not have any input characteristics about the data. Only it is dynamically analyze the characteristics of the data depending upon the data object's behavior, right? So a data set, which means it does not have any idea about the features of the data set. I write the same. The task of unsupervised learning algorithm is to identify image features on their own, right? So it depending upon the images, depending upon the something, it will be perform the unsupervised learning. This one is the second one. The third one is the semi-supervised learning. Here the data may consisting, some of the data may consisting of the class labels. That means some data characteristics, we know that. And some of the data should not have any class labels. That means we should not know the characteristics of some other data. That means here the data is available in mixed mode. Then how we are going to be semi-supervised? Here we are going to be consider the holes are there. Some of them are the positive ions and some of them are the negative ions and some of them are the total ions, what it may be. That means empty or that is, let us consider the neutral ions. Suppose I am going to be perform the unsupervised learning. What I am going to do? I am going to write this dotted line because I don't know something. I am going to be a clustering is there. These are the a little bit near to one another. These are very far to one another, and these are very far to this data set. Actually, suppose I am going to be perform the supervised learning. I know that actually so these are the negatives, these are the minuses are there, so minus and some minuses are there, and some plus positives are there, some positives are there. Now I am going to be draw this solid line actually. That means I know the class labels, positive ions and negative ions. Why these some of the positive ions are very far? These are the outliers. That means these are the exceptions. That means even those these are the positive ions, they can behave or they can exhibit another type of the behavior, not similar behavior with these ions within this cluster. So this is the semi-supervised learning. I will explain with an example. We can go through this text for writing the examination. So that is the data machine learning algorithm. Once I go back, actually, so we are already discussing about the statistics. We are going to be used in the data mining. The next one is the machine learning. The machine learning is supervised. Supervised means we know the class labels, and unsupervised we never know the class labels. And third one is the semi-supervised. Some of the data has the class labels, and certain data should not have any class labels. The third one is the technology we are going to be use the databases and data warehouses. I think we are well versed about the databases as well as the data warehouses. So what actually we are going to be use the database? We are going to be create the database for storing of the data, maintenance of the data, and we are going to be using certain query languages for extraction of the data and perform certain operations. Not every operation on the data, certain operations. So we can to organize the data uh, in a well manner, we are using the database. The database can focus on creation, maintenance, and database for organization and end users. For organization of the data in a particular manner, we are used, right? The database has the databases are several models. We are using the query languages to extract the data from the databases. The data mining need to handle the data on the real time and fast streaming data. This kind of data may also be stored on the databases, right? So the databases capability will grow by day. So the databases are not sufficient. So to store and to handle the large volumes of the data, we are using the data warehouses. The data warehouse is a multidimensional. Generally, the databases are the two-dimensional, 2D. The data warehouse, that means data warehouse is multi-dimensional. Simply the three-dimensional or like that. Suppose let us consider this is maybe the cubical structure. Very a simple cubical structure is the data warehouse structure, right? Here we are going to be integrating the number of in data warehouse we are going to be store the data from various databases. That means this is the database 1 and database 2. That means the not only the capability, uh, that techniques how to organize the data will entirely versatile different of the data warehouse. The data warehouse may also support the online analytical processing, OLAP, analytical processing. So the data warehouse and databases play very crucial uh, role in the data mining. The next technology we are going to be used in the data mining is information retrieval. So this is the technique or this is the science how we are going to be extract the data from different data sources depending upon certain patterns or depending upon certain knowledge that may be depending upon class labels or without class labels, depending on supervised or unsupervised learning or what it may be. So here the data may also stored in different formats when we try to be retrieve from the data sources. The data may be structured, unstructured, or semi-structured, or like that. So here, what I am going to write, I just go to the science of searching documents information on the documents. So the documents may be text or multimedia and may reside on the web or somewhere else anywhere. Here we can search that is two assumptions, the data under the unstructured. So the stored data may be unstructured. In the same way, the queries are formed by the keywords. So to extract the data, we are going to be use it at least some characteristics of the data or general characteristics of the data. The next one is the pattern recognition is the process of recognizing the patterns by using the machine learning algorithm. Again, here we are going to use certain machine learning algorithms. Depending upon the machine learning algorithms, we are going to be identify the patterns. Actually, the pattern recognition can be defined the classification. It is simply the classification technique of the data mining, right? Based on the knowledge already gained. That means this is a supervised learning, right? On statistical information, extract the patterns to represent the patterns. Okay. The next one is the data visualization. The data visualization is nothing but we are going to be present the knowledge in various formats such as bar charts, pie charts. So this is the pie chart, and this may be the bar chart like that. These bar charts are like that. So right, and several ways by using the several images actually. So for ease of understanding about the knowledge which we are mined, we are using the data visualization technique. So one of the technology, that one of the tool is available in the market is Tableau. Tableau is a one of the data visualization tool, right? So here we can discuss one thing about the algorithms. Actually, in data mining, we are also use the algorithms. What do you mean by this is a very important data mining algorithm? So the data mining algorithm is an instruction set of instructions that perform the heuristics. Here the heuristic means we try to be find out the new thing from the existing one, right? Heuristic calculations create the models from the data. That means the data is there, but we are going to be try to be creating the heuristics actually. So that means the creation of the new models. So these are the an algorithms we are going to be using. That is the data mining algorithms. The next one technology is the high performance computing. So this is a complex framework. That means it is consisting of integrated by the not only by the software, it is also integrated by the hardware. That means parallel process, multiprocessors, and parallel processing algorithms, and everything is coming to the high performance computing uh, to make the we are going to be achieving the huge performance in very quick manner, right? So the high performance computing also be one of the part play the key role in the data mining, because in data mining we are going to be process the huge volumes of data. So here the hardware as well as the software may also the multiprocess and parallel process, not only the hardware processors and also the algorithms also. So both. So the high performance computing is one of the internal part actually. So the final one is I'm going to be conclude here. What are the applications of the data mining? Several other applications we are going to be used in the data mining. The financial data, real industry, telecommunication, biological, whatnot, everything, different types of data and different types of the techniques we are going to be used to perform the data mining. So, okay friends, here I am going to be explain what are the technologies we are going to be used in a to perform the data mining. Here I am going to be consider what I am going to be present within a the diagram, statistics, a database system, data warehouses, information retrieval, some other applications, right? Algorithms, high performance computing and machine learning, and so on. I hope you can understand this one. Actually, if you want this document, I will keep the document somewhere else in a social media or in a internet. Okay, thank you.